Yep, that's me, Commissioner Dynamo. You may be wondering how I got here.
Next, half the sperm head for the empty fallopian tube.
Whoa, too damn far back. Foul on the play. Foul on the play. Foul on the play.
Foul on the play.
No good! Harris battling. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up Hardaway, 2 seconds left. Puts up the shot. No! And the game is over! Agree with the non-call on Josh Hart here against Hardaway.
Good up fake, I think.
So after the game, crew chief David Guthrie. During live play, it was judged that Josh Hart made a legal defensive play. After post-game review, we observed that Hart makes body contact that is more than marginal to Hardaway Jr.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake! This is a conspiracy. That's what this is. One big damn conspiracy! And everyone's in on it!
Well, hello there. You see that right there? That didn't need to happen. He was a good guy. He had a wife and kids, or at least in his imagination. But very real to him. Because my power only recently came back, or should I say his power, I have to condense the both of these games. I'm going to be talking about them simultaneously. I'm going to try to pick up where he left off. However, no matter how you feel about what I'm about to say, I think we can all safely agree these are probably the most entertaining first round playoffs in quite some time. If I had to give a grade for the playoffs, I'd give it a solid like A-. But the calls, however, the refs are barbaric. They are draconian in nature. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not going to make excuses for the Pistons because the way we played, especially in the first half, was unacceptable. We shouldn't have allowed it to get that close in the first place. One of my primary complaints for a team, any team or player, if you want to complain about the officiating, it's trash, of course, but blow the team out or take care of business and handle it so that officiating can't sway the game any further than it's already doing. If you've got a sizable lead, yeah, they can cut away. They can do a little bit here and there, but you're in control. This Pistons versus Knicks game, beautiful. If it wasn't for that Clippers game, I would say this was the best game so far this season, or like these playoffs. The Lakers game as well. I mean, I put it below because the officiating was just disgusting. But we'll get to that in a moment. I have to give a shout out to Karl Anthony Towns. He didn't just play like a cat out there. He played like a lion. He pissed me the hell off. I don't know what got into him. Jalen Brunson took care of business. He was Brunson burner. He wasn't doing any of that flopping and all. He wasn't relying on that. He was getting by just on the merits of his own skill. And when it came push to shove, we just don't have the talent comparable to this Knicks squad. They are far more seasoned. They have veterans, far more veterans on that team. They are experienced. They have been here before. They have played these games before. We haven't been here in half a decade.
Towns, Duran didn't like that, and now you see Kate Cunningham coming in to shove Holland out of the way.
No fighting. No fighting. No fucking fighting. No fucking fighting!
It's the same two blockheads, the same two dunderheads. This ain't that kind of function. I shouldn't have to tell you not to do that here. That is a true leader in Cade. You telling them this ain't WWE Backlash. Get your head in the game and put your fists down. I mean, we had legends all up and down the court. We had Isaiah Thomas. We had Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups sitting right next to each other. We have Dan Campbell, coach of the Lions. We had Jared Goff, all of them in attendance in the front row. And you want to be throwing fisticuffs? Y'all embarrassing us in front of Spike Lee. Do the right thing and put the fists down. You see what I did there? If you don't know that, you're not cultured enough. If you don't know that. I haven't seen an arena this damn loud in a minute. This was Oracle Arena before Warriors moved. This was as loud as that or close to it. The millions and millions going absolutely insane. Jalen Brunson got hurt for a second, and I didn't want to see that. I wanted him back out there so we can beat him healthy. I sure as hell didn't want us to win a game on one of the primary stars on the Knicks going down. Luckily, he came back. You had Tobias over here getting up in Cat's face. Cat has been mostly getting up in people's face by his lonesome. He's been initiating face-to-faceness. I don't know what's gotten in there. Ever since he's been in New York, he's been different. He plays different. He acts different. He's an ornery cat who didn't get his litter box changed. He's just different. And he wants people to know about it. He's showing you in real time. I have to admit, he was just, he made me so angry with those back-to-back threes and I think like, oh my God, man. Cade with that dunk. Cade was lighting it up, but he wasn't playing up to snuff early on with the turnovers that were being committed. And then down the stretch, things just fell apart. He just didn't. He missed a key shot. Just didn't do enough. He was not playing acceptable in that fourth quarter. We need you to be you. And he was not that. That was one of the main reasons we ended up losing. It was electric. It was beautiful until that final possession. And that final possession just had to go and ruin the whole damn thing. And it's not so much that, yes, it was unfavorable to us. It's just because it's always like that. It's always Detroit lesser. It's always Detroit, not even second or third fiddle. We don't have an instrument to play, period. We can only clap and whistle. I don't even know how to whistle, but that's Detroit for you. But who does get calls more often than not when they shouldn't, and they know they shouldn't? The Lakers.
This is where the fun begins.
Good evening, Lakers. Getting sent home in the first round again, are we? Well, that's to be expected with a roster held together by chewed up gum and LeBron glaze. You thought once you acquired Luka it'd be a cakewalk to the finals. Little did you know that Luka's been eating the cake this entire time. You really think yourselves championship bound with this blunt little tool you call an organization? Give an Amish child a controller and they can put together a better roster on 2K in 5 minutes than you could in 5 years. Unfortunately for you, you've run out of lackeys to blame. Please come back, Darvin Ham, so we can throw you under the bus again. Please come back, D'Angelo Russell, so we can blame you for our one-dimensional offense. Please come back, Russell Westbrook, so we can eat turnovers together. Please come back, Anthony Davis, so you can cosplay as Mr. Glass. A referee once tried to eject me. I ate his hamstring with some Sunny D while playing with my La Barbie.
Are you on drugs?
What was your vantage point on the inbound that was a turnover?
Well, let's just start with Luka got tripped. I mean, that was a blatant trip. He doesn't just fall on his own. We watched it. You know, he gets tripped. So we should have been at the free throw line.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim, swim.
So we should have been at the free throw line.
Y'all are the biggest free throw thoughts in the NBA, and you gained them from flopping. Only flops. Let me just show this graphic again. Stretch. Before I get to laughing at your expense.
That's a lot of free throws.
They used this overhead to review that Anthony Edwards play, which was a clear foul. But you wouldn't know that if you asked Richard Jefferson.
That's off Anthony Edwards off his leg. LeBron James swipes down. You can see him eating the ball. Kind of switches rotation. And goes off. When he smacks it down, it doesn't go straight to the floor.
Later.
And the challenge is successful by Minnesota.
That play happens all the time. You know, hand is part of the ball. That's what they say. And, I feel like the hand was a part of that ball. I was able to get his hand on top of the ball stripped down and out on him. So, seen that play over and over before, but it is what it is.
That was clearly his wrist. And you know what else I detest about those whose pronouns are they/them? Whenever something goes against the way they want it to,
It's something new, it's out of the blue, it's something never before done, just to make it so LeBron can't win. Everything's against him 24/7. Except the refs, of course, they're awaiting the invite to Taco Tuesday.
That should be reviewed as a flagrant, in my opinion.
Now, I think there's enough there to qualify for some sort of flagrant, but he was acting like LeBron got discombobulated. Ho, 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 my stars and garters. Let's see what he says about this, though. That's not funny. That's boulder dash preposterous. And they don't say anything. But this gets called as a foul. How? How do you play under these conditions? The sheer fact that they just went along with whatever benefits and favors the Lakers on this last possession boggles my mind. It shouldn't, because I've seen them do this time and time and time again when they played against Detroit. Anything that could even be slightly imagined as a foul is a foul for the Lakers. We had to waste a challenge on this bullshit right here. And let's talk about how bad LeBron was in this game. This horrible, horrendous turnover. D'Angelo James played the whole fourth quarter, not one field goal. He quite literally had more turnovers than points. More than half of his points this entire game were off free throws, and half of those weren't deserved and made no sense whatsoever. He had 3 blocks, he had an assist, he had a steal, he did a lot defensively. Yeah, defensively it was great. But it's like he can only do one or the other. He can't do both at the same time extensively. And when you combine that with Luka, who's a woolly mammoth on the court, you get a whole lot of no defense being played. At least LeBron can elevate and do it sometimes. Luka can do it rarely. There were some bits in here, a little bit that he was doing it, but could you ever kind of maybe defend half of the time, Luka, instead of the 25% or less that you do? And the reliance on the fouls. This is why that whistle got him. This is why it got in his head. This is why he got out of the play. He is unfocused. That whistle, he is too reliant on it. LeBron is too reliant on it. The sun in the middle of their solar system is a whistle. How Anthony Edwards went at him was phenomenal. He did it with no fear. He was a pest among pests. He insisted on guarding LeBron, despite the fact that if you look at LeBron a little too hard, you'll get called for a foul. And LeBron right here was looking for a foul. He's, instead of just being involved, being locked in, you see this man is going at you, and you over here looking at the ref. That's all Luka and LeBron do at this point. I had no idea Waldo from Where's Waldo was a referee.
LeBron James thought he got hit on that jump shot, and I think he did.
You can see the tangible frustration etched on the faces of both he and Doncic tonight.
Well, he's not a complainer.
What an amazing lie that was.
What type of brain-rotting juice does LeBron have these announcers and commentators drinking? You can disagree with me about anything you want about LeBron, but if anybody sits there and says this man is not a complainer, you are either lying to yourself or you don't watch these games. You just look at highlights. This possession in Game 3 is the main reason why you guys will lose this series. Only a quarter of the Lakers team bothers to hustle to get the ball. When Julius Randle shoots the ball, time it leaves his hand, he's running to the basket. Even if it goes in, he wants to be there to make sure. I'm seeing Timberwolves constantly in motion when the ball is airborne. The Lakers just stand there and look at it like it's a shooting star. They don't act until it either hits the rim or it touches the ground. And if you want to know what I mean by hustle, look no further than this play. Mike Conley is an even 6 foot, and he put his body on the line to jump his ass up there to try and deny a 6'9" LeBron an easy make. Timberwolves have the majority of their team that are willing to do that have constantly done that this series. The Lakers have who? Maybe 2 to 3, Austin Reeves chief among them, because Austin Reeves is scrappy, even when he's flopping, which is why I've called him Austin Reefs. You have Vando that'll do that, and you have Gabe Vincent. But look up and down the roster, there's not really too many others that do that consistently. Yeah, you've got Dorian Finney-Smith, you got some here and there, but you need your integral stars doing that play after play to set the tone, to set the example. And not just for one possession, not just for half a quarter, not for first half, maybe not so much second half, the entire game. You must lead by example. You set the expectations to which the rest of the team should operate game to game. And the worst among the Lakers is just easily Luka when it comes to that. I think it worked out better on the Mavericks because you had far better defenders masking Luka's inefficiencies, as well as Kyrie being on the team who made the pace of their play faster. But Luka and LeBron are slow. Yes, LeBron can speed up. He's shown himself to be one of the faster players in the league when he wants to run down there and get a chase down block, but his defensive intensity wavers drastically, and Luka's is non-existent damn near. I'm going to save the main funeral pyre for when you guys actually lose, because I want it to be done. I want it to be over with. And because I'm short on time and I don't want this power to go out before I upload this video. So you're spared for now. I love the back and forth of this game though, and it was a fantastic win for the Timberwolves. There's a part of me that kind of expects the Lakers to win the next game only because I know they're going to try to pull out all the stops. They're going to get very desperate and the refs go pull out blunts for whistles. Or the Timberwolves put them away next game and I can celebrate earlier. We'll just have to see. Like and subscribe if you are new. Thank you all so very much for watching this longer than expected video. I hope it was to your liking. Share your thoughts, concerns below if there's anything you find disagreement with in what I've said, and I'll see you beautiful people on the next one.